Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Swan Lake Spiritual. I'm just clearing the deck. We're going to do an oracle card reading for the week ahead. Today is September 1st, but I'm reading for the week September 2nd. I post my video later today, and the intention is that people are receiving and reviewing it on the Monday. So Monday, September 2nd, this is the reading for the week ahead. I am going to pull one card from the Light Seers Tarot. And this card, I'm just going to show you the deck. I'm going to pull one card from the Light Seers Tarot. And this card is going to be, what message of light do you have for me today? And this is for the collective conscious. So this is for the general theme, for the energy, for anyone that stumbles upon this video or that's connected to me as part of my soul family or my soul group. And anyone that generally just resonates with this message. So the energy is very smart. It knows exactly who needs to receive this message. And so today, what message of light do you have for the collective conscious is what I'm asking my divine guides and guidance to share with us today. Two of Pentacles. This is the message, the general theme for overall. And I'm going to grab the actual message in the book, but this one represents harmonies and balancing of energies. And often it means that if you're feeling pulled in one way or another and you're feeling out of balance, grounding is very essential and helpful to get your energies back in balance. But it really represents the balance between the feminine and masculine energies. So the feminine being more of the receptive, intuitive, nurturing, loving energy, and the masculine being more of the action-oriented, the doer, a little bit more of the heavier energies, the physical energies. So let's move over to the book. Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is generally the sign that represents safety, security, career, money, financial wealth. Light Seer, a need to balance many aspects of self, juggling obligations, equilibrium, seeking harmony. With all those roles and responsibilities that you've been juggling, you may be feeling a little imbalanced. Busy much? Maybe your calendar is totally overbooked and you're feeling the stress of being stretched in too many directions. You may be feeling the need to better balance dualities as opposing aspects of your life, your time alone versus your time with others, or your material life versus your spiritual life, etc. Make sure you aren't investing too many resources in one area at the expense of another, especially when both are equally as important. Even though this card suggests that you're likely able to manage it all, do you desire this much juggling? Put some of your precious energy into creating a balance that you absolutely love, one that will allow you time to work, play, love, and create. This equilibrium will not take from your reserves of energy, but will add to it. And a good mantra that you can use for this week to help cement this energy and this focus is, I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best self. So when we're in balance and in harmony with our energies, we can actually put our best foot forward and we can be our best self. We get the inspiration. We feel inspired in our actions and we're doing things that we know come from spirit that allow us to move forward with confidence that we're on our highest path. And so just take a little moment to reflect. Spend some time in silence and stillness or go on a walk and just think back. Is there an area of your life where you are out of balance, where you're feeling pulled in too many directions or too many responsibilities? How can you draw back on some of that and create more time for the other things that are priority and important for you? I'm also going to pull from the Goddess Power deck today, and I'm going to do a 3-card pull today. And this one is going to be the 3-card Goddess Power Council spread. So what do I need to know for my highest good? What do I need to know to manifest my highest good? And what could the potential outcome be if I continue on this path? So I'm just going to clear the deck as always, scatter the energy for a new reading, and this is for the collective conscious. So what do we need to know for our highest path right now, based on the path we're on and the opportunities that are presenting themselves to us, where we're at in our journey? What do we need to know for our highest good right now? Water, Mama Qocha. And so what she often comes to tell us is that we can act as a state of water, going with the flow as the water goes in and out of the river and all those little cracks, and it doesn't get stuck. It just finds another way and it goes. But it also reminds us how healing and important water is in our everyday life, not just drinking the water, but actually floating in the water, being held by the water, bathing and releasing and rinsing the energetic stuff that we're ready to release. I was going to say impurities, but that's not the right word. Anything we're ready to release, we can use the water to help us wash away that which no longer serves us. Mama Qocha is a very powerful goddess to have with us, so this is what we need to know for our highest good. Number 33. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surround us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Qocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water, as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. The beauty in this truth is found by observing water in all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds, and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even of soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald a time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet and temporary shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Qocha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when this goddess comes to visit. And so that's what you needed to know for your highest good. Next, what do I need to do to manifest my highest good? What do you need to do to manifest your highest good? So what you need to know is just that everything changes, nothing's permanent, and you can get through this just like water gets through anything, just by being patient and going with the flow. So now what do we need to do to manifest our highest good? If there's a goal you're working on, or there's a direction you're trying to head and a path you're trying to obtain, then this next card and this next goddess energy is going to help us understand what we can do to be better aligned with that highest path. And this one dropped out. So it is Kali, liberation. The goddess Kali sometimes represents death and destruction, chaos, but it also represents being reborn and being free and coming out of that dark, shadowy aspect of ourselves and freeing ourselves to see the light and be the best version of ourselves. So number 26, Kali. You're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects in your own shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that no longer serve who you want to become. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. There is a beauty in liberation that is deep, fierce, and courageous. It rises up from the willingness to break the chains of the past in order to transform into something new. You may be afraid to set boundaries with others, but the goddess Kali has come to lend you her daggers For you must cut ties with the familiar ideas about life that have determined your place in the world up until now. Have you been holding back on shining in the world because you are afraid of the reprisal or judgment of others? This helps no one. You must step into life, authentic and glowing. Refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. Every day, claim your power to liberate yourself from caring what others think. When you are asking for the wisdom to live and contribute, to do no harm, and to serve for the highest good of all, none of this matters, even if you must tear down what has been built. Kali will help you whenever you need to be courageous, even when you are most afraid. Be fierce, be loving, and be willing to learn. Life will respond in miraculous ways. So the energy needed to manifest your highest good this week is courage, fierceness, and unafraidness, boldness. And Kali will help you get there. So recognizing and understanding where you are in the ebbs and flows of life and acting like water acts, and then being free, liberating yourself from the old stories and limiting beliefs, conditioning, and programming that has kept you small and has kept you in your life how you are today, how you're experiencing the world. Free your mind, free your soul. And the last card is going to be, what could the potential outcome be if I continue on this path? So if you don't make any changes, or if you do take the advice of these goddesses, this is going to be the potential outcome for you. So the potential outcome, if you stay on this path and heed the advice of these goddesses, and we have Danu, assurance, which means you have assurance that things are going to work out for you, that things are going to be even better than you could have imagined, that you can hand your worries over to a higher power, to a higher source, because you've got the goddess Danu assurance coming in that things will work out for you. Everything will be okay. Whatever you're working towards, whatever you're heading towards, you've got the assurance that it will all resolve. So let's go to number 10, goddess Danu. I love it when she shows up. She's one of my favorites. The appearance of the Celtic earth goddess Danu, who gave birth to magic and portends the fulfillment of your desires and the fruition of your dreams. Whatever it is that you're inquiring about, Danu gives her assurance that you're in the process of becoming. Whatever it is that you're inquiring about, Danu gives her assurance that you're in the process of becoming. Now is the time to trust that whatever you have planned, and worked toward is being lovingly birthed. All you need to do is stay with the flow of events and be ready for your next opportunity. Everything has its perfect season, just as fallow ground carries the promise of new life that appears again in the spring, as if magically bidden from the invisible to the visible. Danu offers her promise of grounded assurance. Well, that's all she has to say. And so just like the waters, right? Go with the flow. She has got your back. And free your mind from old limiting beliefs. Do something different. Challenge yourself to think outside the box. Challenge yourself to test the old stories that you've told yourself or that you're believing. And find out if it really resonates for you and if it really is true for you today. I hope these cards give you some assurance and guidance as you go through the week, this week, knowing how to hone your energy for the best and highest possible outcome, as well as recognizing that we are being called to reflect on where we might be out of balance so that we can spend a bit more time balancing our energies. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to hit like and subscribe if you don't want to miss a video and if you want to get your weekly oracle reading and energy forecast. Namaste.